Hello Woodlands Park, it's Miss Marshall here, and I'd like to read you a story today all about some little creatures called the Mutopians. Now, here's one now. They're a little bit shy. Hello. Oh, you'd like to listen to the story now? Yes, okay then. Are you ready? Right, here we go then. Now, the best thing about living in Mutopia is the Mutopians. They are super lovely, kind and clever. They have wonderful manners, always remembering to say please and thank you. And generally, they're wonderful all the time. Well, most of the time. Everything in the land of Mutopia is clean and moveless. The sun is bright and warm and the stars are super sparkly too. Everything was just wonderful until one moon day, for that is the first day of their week. The Mutopians began to smell something extremely odd. Oh! They began to sniffle the air. Sniff, sniffty sniff. Oh! Their little pink noses twitching like rabbits. Sniff, snifty sniff. Mmm. The smell was really awful. It became so bad that the air turned the colour of green bogies, and what was even worse, the Mutopians couldn't even see, no, where they were walking. Oh dear! Oh, bump! Ah! Crash! Oh no, what happened? Ouch! Oh, excuse me. Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry. I hope I haven't hurt you. I didn't mean to bump into you, or rather, I can't even see which way I'm going. One of the Mutopians bumped into a rather odd-sounding creature. Mind yourself, fatty, snarled one of the strange creatures. I'm Vile Vicky, and this is my mate Rotten Russ. So, if you don't mind, get out the way or I'll biff you on the nosser. Oh dear, cried one of the Mutopians, and they all rushed back to their houses, too frightened to come out. Oh, the awful stinky smell got worse and worse. It was like stinky rotten fish or gone off cheesy socks. So horrible that the Mutopians had to walk around with pegs on their noses all the time and they couldn't speak properly. There must be more than one of those rude creatures out there. How can the smell be so big? There must be so many of them. What are we going to do? It didn't take long for the Mutopians to get thoroughly fed up. They had to stay indoors. The sun was blotted out by the green-coloured stench, and the stars, their lovely stars, lost their twinkliness. Finally, the Mutopians decided they'd had enough. They marched right over to Vile Vicky and Rotten Russ, realising it was only just two of them that had caused such a giant stink in Mutopia. They all spoke up together and said, "You're just rubbish, you are. You're really, really rubbish. Look at the giant stink you've caused. Now, if you can't be nice, go away." Oh, Vile Vicky and Rotten Russ didn't look as big as mean anymore. In fact, they were really rather tiny, and even smaller the less attention the Mutopians gave them. As they got further and further away from Mutopia, so did the horrible smell go, and the warm, snuggly sun reappeared, the stars regained their twinkliness, and the Mutopians could live in their wonderful Mutopia without the pegs on their noses, and altogether a lot better and happier again. Thank you, Woodlands Park. I hope you enjoyed the story.